Hi and welcome to another Ruby Tuesday review. We are reviewing the Blu-ray release of Jigsaw.
I want to play a game.
So Jigsaw sees the return of the infamous Jigsaw killer. Supposedly, Jigsaw was dead in the third film. Spoiler, but that's the third Saw film. Now bodies are popping up and there's this team again of there's a detective and a cop and a medical examiner that have to find out where these bodies are coming from. At the same time, the story plays along with this group of people that have been captured by the Jigsaw killer. Help! It follows the similar formula of how the other films, how Jigsaw dealt with people in the other films. So it's basically Jigsaw is a very extreme corporal punishment person,
The choice is yours.
and he makes you confess. This is kind of the formula of the Jigsaw, well, of the Saw films. He makes you confess, and you have an opportunity to survive. You know that classic moment where Jigsaw goes, "Do you want to play a game?" If you choose not to, you basically die. If you choose to play the game, then you better play it with the right rules, following his rules, and survive the game by confessing, by showing that you've moved on from your sin. And he basically, Jigsaw, he tests you through various vicious traps. And this is where the series has come into its own, where people have gone, wow, did you see how he killed that person? Did you see that trap? And I've actually seen a number of them. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen, I think, the first four Saw films. But the conversation of the films was everybody talking about the way they got killed in these really gory traps through laser cutters and wire. And so my thoughts about watching this film, we watched it digitally. We didn't actually see it at the cinema. And my wife hadn't seen any of the Saw films, so she's coming from it from a perspective of she's really new to the franchise. And thankfully she did the prosthetic makeups for part of the Saw franchise, the glass in the face and the saw blade in my face. And so now you've got two sets of eyes. It's me, one that's seen a few, and my wife who hasn't seen any, and she doesn't really like horror, which is weird because she does this. The film itself is good. It's not an original story, but what we found is that there were moments in the film that we didn't actually guess what was going to happen.
The truth will set you free.
It very cleverly, and I think it's a formula that really works well for the Saw franchise, very cleverly points at almost every individual character at some point in the film. You're guessing as who is the actual killer. Can it actually be Jigsaw? That's impossible. We saw him die, and yet some of the evidence points to him being alive. So that's fun to go along with in the storyline as you're getting the various vicious kills, and they are vicious. Compared to the others, this film is still quite vicious. There are really, really gory scenes, and I think the fans will love it because of that, of how the dismembered bodies look, of how this trap is going to be sprung, and will the characters of the film survive the maiming and to be able to survive the game. So it does do the kind of ABCs of a Saw film. Where it's different is actually the look of the film. It's the second film to be shot digitally, but I don't think that takes anything away from the look of the film because it's not filmed in film. It's the first in the Saw franchise to be using anamorphic lenses. I think 2.3 anamorphic lenses, and it really gives it a cinematic feel. So where the story isn't fresh, it does feel like it's almost being rebooted. And they were going to reboot it at one point, but it does feel like they've almost rebooted this to, I think even the title suggests that Jigsaw, rather than Saw 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they've gone for Jigsaw. It feels like they've bring it full circle, and we could see, and probably will. I think there are a number of more films in development, so we could see more Saw films. So it feels like a soft reboot, although the story definitely links to the other Saw films. You get to see all those classic Saw traps, the head and the mask, and it nicely mentions, like Easter eggs in a Star Wars film, it nicely mentions and shows you the previous kill machines from the other Saw films. I have to say there's special mention to a Scream Queen that would give Jamie Lee Curtis a run for her money. Jamie Lee Curtis is the queen of Scream, and there is a lady here that And my wife went, wow, she can scream. There are a couple of moments where I was holding my breath, so it's tense. They do well in creating an atmosphere that's tense enough for you to go, what's going to happen? Or don't go in that room, don't be stupid. You do play along that game. Well, I found myself with my wife playing, don't do that, don't open that door, don't touch that. You know that's going to be the death of you. And so that's really fun. So
What happens if we don't follow the rules?
if you are a Saw fan already and you've seen the other films, you will enjoy this. I don't think this film is taking itself too seriously, though. They're not expecting to win a large amount of Oscars for storytelling. But there's nothing wrong with this film. It's actually, it's well crafted.
No, it's not creepy at all.
The effects are good, the acting is fun, and they do exactly what you expect them to do. No one really stood out for me performance-wise, but I thought they were all good. It's not like an amazing horror film. It doesn't change the bar of horror, but it does tick all the things I want from a Saw film. So if you are a Saw fan, I think you will really enjoy watching this film. Thank you for watching my review of Jigsaw. It's out now on Blu-ray and digital release. I'll leave a link below. Just a quick mention, we've got a number of other Saw related videos. We've got the makeup tutorial, we've got a scare room that Lionsgate did for the release of the Blu-ray. They recently had a party which we were privy to go to, and we did some makeup there, and so we've got a whole kind of covering of that, which is a really fun video. I hope you enjoyed, and the video of the scare room. So I hope you enjoy that too. I think they put a lot of effort to it, and it's just fun. So if you like that sort of thing, some of the characters from the film, Pig-Faced Man, enjoy that. So do check it out. We'll put a link in the description below and the thumbnail. And we're going to be giving away a copy of the Blu-ray. So if you like the film and you want a copy of the Blu-ray and you want to own it, then just tweet us and let us know you want it, and we'll choose a name at random and send you a copy if you reside in the UK. Thank you so much for watching the Ruby Tuesday review, and I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. And we'll see you soon for more reviews and entertainment news and gameplays with a cornucopia of entertainment. Live long and Tuesday.